Hello everyone, so today we're gonna see how to use the archwayd, which is the core daemon for the Archway protocol. So this video assumes that you already installed the archwayd daemon by looking at the docs. In this case, writing archwayd shows you all the available commands. So for example, we can use archwayd to query data on-chain with archwayd query, and in this case specifying gov, we can see all the queries available for the governance module. So for example, if we wanted to see data relative to on-chain proposals, then we would do archwayd query gov proposals. Also, make sure to add the necessary flags, for example specifying the RPC endpoint with the node flag and the chain ID, in this case Constantine 3, as Archway is on testnet. We can see that also you will need to specify the specific port in the RPC endpoint flag. After launching the command, you can see all the proposals that have passed or have been rejected or that are in voting period, so you can see that you can easily query all the data. For convenience, instead of adding the chain ID and the RPC endpoint flags, you can also export those as local variables. What we can do now is adding keys, so we can create a new wallet with the command archwayd keys add and creating the name of the wallet that we want to create. You can see that you are shown the mnemonic seed, which you should back up in a secure place, and you're shown the address of your wallet, which starts always with Archway. Now we can use the archwayd transaction functionality that the bank modules gives to send some tokens to another address. If you write archwayd tx bank send, you can see how to use the command. So we can use archwayd keys list to see the public address of our wallet and use that as the from address. Then we can use the command archwayd transaction bank send and confirm the transaction by specifying the amount of tokens that we want to send. You can see that you're shown the transaction hash of the transaction, which you can query with the archwayd query transaction. We would just need to specify that we want to query by using the hash and then adding the hash of the transaction. And we can then see the transaction data. So we can see the address that the transaction has been sent from, the receiving address and the amount, and all other metadata. You can also use archwayd to store and instantiate contracts. It is recommended to use the Archway developer CLI to do it, as the experience is way smoother, but in this case we can show that you can use the Archway daemon to interact with the WASM module and store and instantiate contracts. We can see that after having stored the contract, we can fetch the transaction hash, see the bytecode and all other metadata. We can also use the Archway daemon to instantiate the contract once we have the code ID. But again, the developer CLI is the most appropriate tool to store and instantiate contracts. And again, we can query the transaction hash and see all the relevant data. As you can see, there is a lot of things that archwayd allows you to do, and it's a wonderful tool to interact with the Archway blockchain. And of course you can use the tool to stake, delegate, redelegate, claim rewards, and so on.